Morning or good evening, everyone. I'm Dennis, and welcome to my channel, IGH Outdoors and Sports. Well, today I got something a little bit different I'm going to be doing. I'm pretty much going to, it somewhat could be a little bit controversial to some people, but it is kind of a controversy. It's how to get your cards clean before you send them into PSA, SGC, CGC, whoever it is, to have your cards graded. Because one thing you don't want to do is send your cards in and it's got fingerprints all over them. And I'm just a big, firm believer in wearing gloves even when I open cards. And the main reason why I do this is if anyone has seen any older cards, sometimes you see some, hey, checkmate, some yellow staining, on it. It's because people actually open the cards up and they got oil. I don't care how many times you wash your hands, your hands, you still have oils on your hands. And it gets inside these fibers. And over time, it breaks down those fibers. So I always wear gloves. I mean, there's been a couple of times where I've actually went live and I forgot my gloves. And the show had to go on. And it drove me crazy. And I cleaned my cards like crazy when I got done. I'm OCD when it comes to that. But I'm going to show you how I clean my cards. I get them ready. And somehow I try to work out some of the light scratches and stuff to try to get rid of the scratches before sending them in to PSA. You want to make sure you got a few items handy. Of course, gloves being one of them. I've just got a nice soft cloth that I lay my card on. One to wipe it down with. Want to make sure you have your soft Ultra Pro, I guess you'd say top loaders, because that's what you're supposed to send them in. Of course, your sleeves, and I got some cleaning sprays, some, I guess you would call it. Now this brand, I do use this brand sometimes, but it's kind of like a paste or a wax or something. And but anyway, I actually started going more towards this. I actually do like this a little bit better. That right there, and that's what I use. I kind of let it set to help get rid of scratches and stuff. But anyway, let's get a card that doesn't really need a whole lot of attention. All right. Going to start off with, let's put my one over here. We're going to go with my Vortex Victor Wembanyama card. And all I'm going to do, I'm trying to make room here so I don't, it's kind of hard to do with this camera, so I got to be a little bit more cautious. Let me get these out of the way because I don't want to end up hitting my cards. I also get my cards ready. I take them out of the sleeves. I've got them ready to go. That way I don't have to stop, take them out of a top loader, take them out of a sleeve. I got them all ready to go. So let me set these over here. All right. So basically what I'm doing is I always inspect the card. I'm always looking over it really good in the light. And a lot of times if you do have one of these, I highly recommend it because that's what the card cleaning places have right here. So you want to make sure you're looking at the corners. You're looking for any print lines. I've had a pretty good success rate sending my cards in and getting them back from grading. Of course, you can always check out my videos. They're up. Sometimes there's something I might have missed, or sometimes I get grades on them and I just scratch my head and I don't understand what's going on. Of course, you want to inspect the front and the back. I mainly start off by usually just looking at them under the light, just kind of moving the card around. You know, of course, then if there's any print lines, I'll break out the magnifying glass. Preferably get one that has a light on it. It does help a lot. You can get those anywhere. Amazon, Harbor Freight, if you got a Harbor Freight. But anyway, I'll start out with the Victor card. Of course, I just got my little soft cloth. And I kind of always like start in the middle and just wipe away from me. So I just take it. Carefully wipe it. And a lot of times, even here, I'll take it and kind of fold it down like this. Let's see what it looks like now. Ooh, well, look at that. It sure is pretty. All right. The back, it's not really, this is more like just a kind of like paper on the back. It really doesn't have that plastic looking shine to it like the front does. Now, I do know this card probably is not going to grade a 10, but I'm okay with that. Now, it kind of goes against what I normally say, because normally I say if I don't think it'll get a 10, I won't set it in. But this being a Victor Wembanyama card, and the front it being so nice, this still might have a chance to pass for a 10, and I'll show you why. All right, let's take a look. All right, this right here, as you can see, the very top, it's just a couple little spots right on the very top. And unfortunately, it's on the black. But even if it does, I think it'll get a 9. And this card's still valuable as a 9. Of course, getting it encapsulated, that way there's no more damage to the card at all. And it's just a beautiful card. And of course, one of the other things I do too is I always want to check this. I've got my centering tool card. And I'm going to clean this off real quick. Where's my other rag? I always keep a spare one. You're looking for the card being centered from top to bottom, left to right. That's a big factor too. Each grading company has a little bit different variant they use. They'll allow a little bit of tolerance. Not much. All right, here we go. All right, there is my centering tool. And some of the things you're looking for is the gap between the edge of the card and where the little logo man is. Right when it butts up to it. The distance from the edge to there. And then I'm looking at the distance from the edge over here to where it says Panini. The black line. So, you know, you're looking for the centering. How close is it from there to there? And then also from the bottom of the card to the wording, bottom of the wording. And then from the top of the card to right to the top where the N is. So you're looking for that same gap. All right, let's get this. Okay, I'm looking at right at a 3. And the side, oh, the side is almost right, but the bottom part, bottom to the lettering is a, no, I'm sorry, that is a 1, 2, 3, yeah, it's a 3. Let me take a closer look up here. And that is, well, let me hold the card up and I'll show you. Do it this way. It's hard to see and explain what the card's sitting in, just like that. Okay. See the number, like you got the number 2, and then you got a number 4, 6, 8. Well, each line, like over here where it says 1, that first black, solid black line is a 1. Then the dotted line, the next line's a dotted line, that's number 2. And then the solid is a 3. So I'm looking at from top to the top of the end, I'm right at a 3. Okay? The bottom of the card, I'm looking at the bottom of the lettering. The first solid line's a 1, then the dotted line's a 2, solid is a 3. And I'm looking at right at a 3 on the solid line for there. So top to bottom centering is almost dead nuts on. And the same way going side to side. Whoop. If I take this card over here and I line it up on that corner with the card, I'm looking at, and it's the same thing, you got your numbers are side over here. The first solid line is a 1, and the dotted line is a 2, then the solid is a 3. And it is just touching this side of line number 3. Or I should say, right on 3, right on the inside of line 3. Alright. Alright, now this side, as you can see, the logo, man, it's just a hair difference. You can see a little hairline difference. It's in between 3 and 4. So I think side to side, top to bottom, I think that's what I think it's allow it on the back. They give more leeway on the back than they do the front. I think you get like a, what is it, PSA 55 and 45 or 60-40 as far as centering goes. All right, let's look at the top. All right, so I'm looking at the Revolution that's going diagonal right above the basketball. And it's on line, right at line 3. Yeah, just a hair into 3 going towards 2. All right, now my bottom. Make sure I'm lined up here. All right, it's harder to see. I'm trying to get you to where you can see it. The bottom of the wording where it says Victor Wembanyama, the name. I'm right at the line 3 there. Actually, just inside it. It's past 2 and almost like it's almost touching 3. So I'm like, so that's really, really close. Hang on, Jaron. All right, now I'm looking side to side. I'll be looking from the edge of the card to where it says the R in the rookie. And as you can see, I'm at the solid line 3. Okay, and then over here is going to be, and what I'm going to look at is where it says Spurs. Oh, right here, where it says Spurs, it's the S. from the edge of the card to right where it touches the S. So let's get this lined up right here. And I can see it. I don't know if you can see it or not, but that S is, oh, crap, I can't really show it to you. But anyway, it's past the 3, but it's not at the dotted line to 4. So I'm really close left to right. That is definitely within PSA standards. All right, so now I know I'm good there. I'm going to give it, and I should have done this first. I should have measured it, checked out the centering first before you clean it, because you don't want to clean it and then all of a sudden come to find out it's too far off center. And the card's not going to get a grade what you think it's going to get. So, my bad. I should always look at the centering first on a card before I even start doing anything else. All right, one quick wipe down again, where I had it touching the stuff. Probably didn't get it dirty, but it's just me. I feel like it is, so I'm going to make sure I wipe it down again. And I don't think there's anything wrong with cleaning your cards or getting scratches out of your cards. I really don't. I think if you actually try to trim a card or something else, that's altering the card. But I think you should be able to clean a card just like you do, when you clean a car. Even an older car, you wax it, you wash it, you wax it, you vacuum it, you take care of it, you keep it clean. You keep it restored. And that's all I want to do is just, restore the card. All right. There we go. Let me over it like this. That is a beautiful card. Of course, when I get this card back, you'll see the grade it got. All right. So then next, after I've got it cleaned and I'm satisfied with the cleaning and the centering being good on it, I'm going to get me a new sleeve. Let me get it in there, make sure I can see. There we go, nice and easy, so I don't touch the corners. I'm gonna get that pushed in there. And now it is ready to put in the Ultra Pro. And what I do is, I'll take it, and when I push it down in there, nice and easy and careful, I'm going to push it just past this, where it covers it. Just like that. Just enough where there's a little bit sticking up the sleeve. Let me get it in here a little bit better. There we go. Just like that. And that is ready to go. That way when it goes to the grader, it's right there where they can grab it, pull it out easily, instead of pushing it all the way down in there and they got to squeeze it and dig it out. That first card, mission accomplished. So now I take my card and I keep all my other cards right here. I keep them in a Ziploc bag. These have all been cleaned, ready to go. I'll show you some of them right here. Like right here. Bryce Young, Victor. Oh, I'll make sure I get that clean before I actually box it up. And if it is, I'll take it out, put it in a new sleeve, and make sure this is clean. But anyway, there's my Victor cards. So what I do is I get my card. This is another Victor card right here. I'm going to put it in with this. Goes back in my baggie. And I seal it until it's ready to go. All right, next is a mild scratch. Okay. And you know, when you're cleaning your cards, especially for the first time, or even if you do it for a while, don't get in a hurry. Never get in a hurry. Always have patience. All right. Next up is going to be, let's see if we can work on this card. This has the scratch, and it's on the right side, if you can see. See right there? It's there. I promise it's there. Let me, hang on. There it is. Right there. Hope y'all can see that. It goes all the way up here. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do is, I'm going to take, before I even try to attempt to get it clean, let's get it on here. And I know this card centering is good on this one, just for the simple fact, I can tell by looking at it. All right, I got a just inside the 3 to the 2, top to bottom. I'm at the dotted line, and same on the bottom. So I am good to go. And these right here, you were asking about the centering tool. It's called Original Grade Master Card Centering Tool. BAK Products LLC, grademasterusa@gmail.com. In case you want to screenshot that, write it down, leave it in the comments, Darren. grademasterusa@gmail.com. They have some of these kits on eBay for sale. They sell the card. It comes with some other stuff too. But this is all I need right here. The centering tool. This is very, very important to have if you're going to send your cards in grading. I mean, you can use your eyes if you think you're good enough. But I still like to have... Oh, I better get the back of it. But I still like to use my centering tool. Now, I know the back's off. I'm going to see how off the back is. Like I said, they do allow... Not like the front of the card, since the front of the card's pretty much dead on. Top to bottom, side to side. That makes it better. All right, let's get the back going here. I'm looking to the edge of this right there, to the edge of that right there. All right, so I have, let me move it right like that. Make sure I get it lined up. Okay. I'm looking at 1, 2, 3. Oh, let me get that back up there. Darn it, come on. It's hard to do this holding it. I usually have it laying down flat. 1, 2, 3. And this one over here is at the 2. So it's touching the dotted line over here. It's touching the solid line over here. So I've got a 2 on one side, 3 on the other. All right, now let's go top to bottom. I'm going to look to either the Panini or where it says Concourse. Those should be just about the same. Actually, I think the Concourse is up a little bit higher, so you'll want to use that one. Whatever's closest from top to either touching the C first or top touching the Panini. Whichever one that touches first, that's the one you want to use. So let's go measure the top. And I am right at a 3. All right, now the bottom, I'm going to go from the bottom to the little lettering down here. And as you can see, I know it's hard to see, but it's touching the solid line right at the 3. So I am good centering top to bottom. I'm only off from left to right. That's it. Just left to right. I mean, I should be within PSA standards. This should be a 10 if I can get that scratch out. All right. Now, since I've got the centering done, what I'm going to do is I'm first going to try just to see if I wipe it off, if that scratch goes away. And I kind of wipe a little bit harder this time. And no, it's still in there. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it's still it's still in there. So what I'm going to do now is, here we go. I know it's going to be, yeah, I don't know if you see it better that way or not. Okay, you can see it. There we go. I'm going to get the old AP out. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just dab it a little bit. Get a little bit on there. I'm going to apply a generous amount on there. All right. And I'm going to take my wedge, which is soft, spongy. And I'm going to really rub this sucker in. Go in circles and rub it, rub it, rub it. All right. Now let's just take a quick look, get it wiped off. All right, let's take a first look and see how the first application went. How's that look now? See any scratches? See any at all? Anybody see any scratches at all? Woo-hoo! Look at that baby. And look how pretty that thing shines. That's what I call amazing. Lower end. You got better eyesight than I do, and I'm looking right directly at it. I don't see any, Jaren. You've had a few beers. That's why I love this stuff right here. This stuff is absolutely amazing. All right, let me finish cleaning it up. Man, this stuff works so good, and it gets it so shiny. Oh man. Now see, I didn't trim the card. All I did is I worked out that light scratch. And sometimes you might have to do that. You'll put that on, and you'll put a nice little amount on and kind of rub it in circles with your major Q-tip. And then usually I'll let it sit for a couple minutes, let it start to really like bake in, so to speak. That's why I say it. I shouldn't say that, but and then I'll take my wedge and I'll start pressing real nice and firm. But always be careful, of the edges and the corners. It just takes time. You want to make sure you're doing it right. I've actually slipped up and hit some corners before and like totally ruined a card. But after you do it for a while, you'll get the hang of it. It's just like riding a bicycle. You might fall off a couple times, but once you learn how to ride it, never forget. Let's get this front and back, and then we'll take a look at it. Would you look at that? Just look at it. And actually, I'll show you the spray. The spray's really good too. Let's take a look at the front now. Well, because I don't know why I didn't. I mean, I just got to where I was doing it without it. My tool that I make, I'll show everyone. I haven't showed it in a while. All right, let me see. No, it's this one right here. Or wait, is this one it? I've got 2 or 3 of them, prototypes. Nope, that's not it. Let me see if this one's it. I might not have it out. Nope, that's not it. Dang it, Jaren. I'll use this one. This one's a prototype. It's not an exact fit, but actually I make a that's all right. Just go ahead and crash my video, Jaren. That's all right. Right here it is. Let me get it clean. It's dirty. Well, Jaren, I'll tell you what. You've had too many beers. I'll have to find out where I put it. Basically, I'm just trying to find investments or investors to go forward. We got a patent pending on it. But this is one of the prototypes. And what I do is, this is it right here. I'll show you the other one I got. This one's nice because it's called the Clean Card right here. All right, and then of course I've got it with the magnets in it where it sits on a base. And then I got magnets that you can put on the bottom, which actually we make legs for, where it can sit up a little higher, or you can put the legs where it kind of sits like this, where you're looking at it, and you can clean it. But basically what you're doing is, you know, some people, like I said, they hit the edges and corners. So you take the clean card, you're going to put your card in it, all right? And then once it's, now this one's a little bit wider, but once it's all the way up against here, you can just take it and clean it, you know, and you can hit everything, and you're not going to hit the corners at all. I mean, I can do that all day long, and you don't hit the corners because it sits nice and tucked up in there like that. And of course it has, when you go to pull it out, it has the 3 holes on the bottom where you can carefully lift the card up from the bottom and then pull it out. But yeah, anybody out there watching want to invest and help it get going and rolling, get a hold of me. But it is cool. I do like it. But I'm just basically doing the basics, showing you how to, you know, how to clean it. We can talk about that clean card later. I think I actually do have a video way back on the clean card. Wait till you see what we're working on next. It's going to blow your mind. Me and Redline. All right, so let's get this rewiped down. All right. There we go. All right, and the back, the nice thing about the back has, it's good to go. See how it's kind of like that. Now I could just wipe it down if I wanted to, or you want to take and just put just an itty bit lightly. Come on. There we go. Oh, there we go. Little bit of that, little dabble, do you? Just like that. Like a spit shine. And look at the shine now, baby. Beautiful. Crisp, clean, and shiny. And it's nice. You know what? I'm going to do this one more time. I'm going to put a second application on it. I'm going to let it sit for a minute. All right. Give it a minute or two. Actually, you know what? This one here, this is the one that has the scratches on it. You see them right here? Right there, up in the red. And then where else was it? I just want to be careful because of that on-card auto. When we get ready to buff this one out, I'm going to start on this one. Even though, you know what? Let me double check. I'm going to do my centering. Right down here. Yeah, it's a little bit heavier on the left than it is the right, but it's really, really close. And the helmet hat. Yeah, I think we're good. All right. Yeah, I better check the back. Oh, that's beautiful. 3 and almost 3. I mean, that is so close. Oh yeah, that one's good. You can just tell by looking at it, especially from here, the edge to the white, from the edge to the white. I mean, that look how close centering is on that, and then you tell down here the bottom to the white, and the top of the card down to the white. Centered really, really good. All right, I'm getting ready to do that. So I'm going to apply a little bit on this one and let it set. All right. Oh, you can't even see it. I don't even have it in the camera view. Darn it. Sorry about that. All right. So I got this one. And actually, now I do have this too if I'm going to use it to wipe it off. Got my little cloth. Set this right there. All right. Here we go. Wedge time. All right, let's take another look at it, see what she looked like. That is absolutely beautiful. Look at this right here. Make sure I can see that right. All right. Man, that thing is beautiful. Look how it makes it shine. Yeah, you know what? I think that's going to be good. Now let me double check it up here. Of course, I want to look at it real good. Bit right there. You know what? That's beautiful. That is beautiful card. Man. I'm just bringing it over here where I can see it better in the light. Not trying to take it away from y'all. I just want to double check and make sure. It's so hard to do this with a camera. All right, let's get this sucker in here. And you know what? We'll find out when this comes back from grading what it got. Of course, I'll do the reveal. I always go live and do a reveal. And I've got another Damar Hamlin ready to go. All right, one last card is that one. Set that over here. Let's see if we can get rid of some of these. Now, sometimes, like I said, you might have to do it 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 times. Really work in that light scratch. One guy, when I watched him do a video, he did like, I think he did 30 or 40 applications. He worked it. He didn't give up. And he turned it into a beautiful card, and it ended up grading a perfect 10. So he just had patience, worked with it. Yeah, I definitely want to be careful, especially that auto. I don't want to be wiping that auto off. Let me take a look. All right, let's take a quick peek at it. Yeah, still a little bit. It's got a lot lighter. But I don't plan on sending this one in to grade, even though I checked the centering on it. But I will work on this one some more. This might take a few applications, but you can see it's still, there's a little light scratch in it. A lot harder to see now. That was the first coat. And if I end up working it, I will bring it back on one of my videos and I'll show you how it turned out. But the last card I wanted to do is simple. Actually, two of them, because this one is so beautiful. And it doesn't take long. Is the Victor Wembanyama I got from Dark Horse on his Whatnot. Let's see what she looked like. Just nice and clean. So what are y'all thoughts? I'd like to know what y'all think about, you know, cleaning cards. Because I know, like I said, it's a big controversy. You think it's okay to wipe it down or not? And then do you think it's okay to try to use some stuff to get rid of light scratches or not? You know, what are your thoughts? You think that's like cheating the system? I'm not putting anything on this. I'm just wiping it down and trying to make it shiny and pretty. Man, look at that. Look how, I mean, look at the difference in the shine. Just wiping it down. Making sure there's no finger. Because I've seen them guys open these cards at Dark Horse. They don't wear gloves. So this card has had fingerprints on it. And you want to make sure you get these things. You want to get all them fingerprints off. Man, that thing's just beautiful. Wow. Man. There's no reason why this won't grade a 10. I mean, there's no dimples, no print lines, no... And I already checked the centering on this for the video. And I know the centering is really good. Yep, getting off any dust, fingerprints. Absolutely. I mean, you look at all the content creators. Look at how many of them out there do not wear gloves. I mean, that just... I always scratch my head, you know. Everyone has their own opinions on wearing gloves. But I'm a firm believer. If you're going to open up cards, wear gloves. Don't put fingerprints on it. Don't get your oils off your skin and let it get on the card and then soak in, and you cannot get rid of that. You know, find a pair of gloves that fit kind of tight and work with them up. Because, I can't work with gloves on. Well, you know what? Do yourself and other people a favor and put them on and wear them. It ain't going to kill nobody. The card's going to stay even more protected and fingerprint free. Oil free. right, last little wipe down. There's one more card I wanted to do because it's a beautiful card. All right, let me hold it like that. Look at that, beautiful. Wow. I got to take it over here and look at it real quick. Yeah, that's beautiful. Beautiful card. Another victor in the books. All right, let me get this one sleeved up, and then there's one more I wanted to do because this one is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Uh-oh, come on, get that. There we go. All right, down you go. Right like that, and she's ready to go. Bang. All right, and then last one. I'm going to do these two before I go to bed, but I'm at least going to do this. This is absolutely beautiful card. That one is too. But man, that red, and me being a big PC Mahomes, man. I mean, this card, I probably could just put it in a sleeve and be done with it. But you know what? I'm still going to wipe it down. Just because I know it's going to shine even more. Oh my gosh, yeah, I can tell a big difference already. Wait till you see the finished product. Oh. You know what? Let me do this. There we go. All right, and get the back side. This where you gotta be a little bit careful. It's got a little bit of a bend, so you want to be really cautious when you're wiping it down. I don't have it on camera. Sorry. All right, let's take a look at it. Bang, look at the shine on this one. This thing is absolutely beautiful. Holy cows. Here's the back. And some of you might say, well, look how big the gap is, this red down here and this red, how it's thin up there. Well, what you're looking at is you're looking at the top of the card to pretty much the white, to the bottom of the card, to the letters right there. And that's almost right on centered, even side to side. Let me let me look at this in the light real quick. I want to double check. I want to make sure Man, I cannot believe how beautiful this card is. Oh, wow. All right, she's going in. This thing's ready. And then the last card is going to be for tonight on camera, which I've already been an hour in. I thank y'all for staying, the one that stuck around long enough. But you guys kind of get the gist of it, right? There it is, ready to go. Last card's going to be, oh, right here. Bang, look at that. So Jaron, when you do, let me know. I'll wait till I get home. I'll go live and I'll bring you in. We'll go live and open it up. I'll have some too. All right. And this card is absolutely beautiful as well. Just amazing. One Mega and one Blaster. I'll try to do the same. All right, look at that. Look at the shine on that thing. Absolutely beautiful. That blue, oh, wow. Just pops. Get the back. See, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of work on the back. You see right here? This one actually has, I don't know if you can see it, it has print lines. See it right here? I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it's even over here. See that, Jaron? All right, you see them? So I'm going to work on these, but I'm not going to do it on camera. I'll do it off camera because it'll take too long. But I'll when I come back my next video, I'll show it to you before I actually get it in here. Show you what it looks like. It's probably going to take a couple, 2 or 3 applications, because even some over here. Because if I was to submit this just like it is, oh yeah, it'd probably get a 6 or 7. But anyway, that's how I clean the cards. You know, you want to make sure that you have this right here, along with this in the kit. And the kit actually has right here. Comes in this, actually comes with a nice towel in it. Comes with extra wedges and extra cleaning stuff. It comes with the I call it my scratch cleaning paste, and it comes with that, and I absolutely love it. And it comes with the black, this right here. I just recommend that you go get these little, they're like eyeglass cleaners. I lay them down, and that's all, you know. Then make sure you got your top loaders and you know, your sleeves ready, and you're good to go. But hopefully you enjoyed it. I'd love to hear your comments, what you guys think on everything. You know, cheating, no cheating. Is it okay to do what I'm doing? I've got back some good grades because of it. But anyway, that's it. Man, it's actually, I don't know if I'll finish doing any more cleaning tonight. It's almost my bedtime. I got to get up extra early. I got a couple items I got to pack tonight too I sold. So anyway, if you like this stuff, please subscribe to the channel. It's free. Doesn't cost a thing to subscribe. I promise I won't charge you anything. Hit that bell notification and please hit that like. That doesn't cost anything either. It's absolutely free. And this one, I definitely want to hear your comments. What do you think? Am I good to go or am I cheating? Love to hear it in the comments. But anyway, that's all I got. And until my next video, everyone stay safe. And we'll see you later.